absolutely beautiful. Narada, what was it like on stage playing with him? Just kind of describe that.
Yeah, what I want to say is that there's one show in particular. For some reason, this is my spirit saying, talk about this. We went to, with Rhonda, to the New Orleans Jazz, and it had just been after Katrina. So we played our show, but there's a song in the set. Is it called Big Block?
Big Block.
Yeah, Big Block. And it's deep blues. So we play this song really heavy, right? Which is serious blues now, which is Jeff's credit. He's a blues guy. He can really play great blues. And I realized that when we finished this song, the applause would just keep coming in waves. So much so you couldn't play the next song.
Interesting.
People had to purge to get that suffering off of them of Katrina, what had come down. So you had to just wait. But that's the power of what Jeff had, that medicine in his playing, in his spirit, to free that pain off of them with the blues.
Yeah.
Rhonda, say something about that. I know you know.
It's so true. But music is a healer. He was a musical healer. He was a doctor. We were all traveling doctors. But we worked for his business.
Yeah.
He was a physician, and we did that. He was a healer. And it was just incredible. Especially during that time. That was a really emotional time when we were in New Orleans. It was crazy. It was crazy.
And for example, just something that you might not know, like a little tidbit, on the bus you talked about, he would say, if a song came on the radio, like The Long and Winding Road by Beatles, he might get teary-eyed.
Yeah.
Those type of things I remember.
He loved Motown.
Oh, well, of course.
Oh, my
Well,
God.
of course. And James Brown.
Oh, yeah.
And James Brown. Okay. Cold Sweat.
Yeah, cool. How amazing. Now, dramistically, what was it like playing with him? Because you had
Dramistically.
Yeah.
By the way, I got to
stretch
show you.
yourself.
Ron, help me. I'm wearing what we wore live in honor of Jeff. In honor of Jeff.
Get it.
This is how we be on the stage and rocking it. Dramistically, Jeff loves drums and loves power. Has to have power to compete with the amplification. And two things I have to say. Mahavishnu John McLaughlin, professor, taught me to listen. His whole thing was listen. Okay, that's it. He got that from Miles Davis. So that really did me well with Jeff because you're not sure what Jeff's gonna do. So you have to really always listen. But the thing about Jeff I found that I loved was I could kind of feel what he's gonna do. Almost like buddies. Like some people, you're not really sure what, okay. But with Jeff, it would all make sense to me. He would give some space. He'd play his thing. There was room to do call and answer. There was room to do stuff. Dramistically.
Yeah, dramistically.
But he played off drummers. He played off of you. Jeff didn't listen to the keyboard player. No disrespect. He listened to the drummer.
Yeah.
He had a connection with the drummer first and foremost, and that's where it was.
Yeah.
Everything else was kind of secondary, but he had a connection with the drummers always. Like a back and forth thing. And Narada is absolutely right with that.
I have a little story about his emotional